So we've got jalapenos, hot Hungarian, and Anaheim peppers. We're going to use bison to cover these. They're both going to get wrapped in bacon, and we're going to stuff them with a cream cheese filling. And then we're going to slice them in half so we can get the seeds out. And the most important thing to remember when getting seeds out of a jalapeno is that when you're done with the task, make sure to wash your hands, because a raw jalapeno straight from a garden packs pretty good heat. So we took out the vein. Now for the hot Hungarians, I'm just going to cut the pepper and try to get the stem out without cutting it in half, because we're going to actually stuff these as opposed to just wrap the bacon around them. And so much for not breaking the pepper. Here's how we'll clean out the Anaheim. Big seed stem in there. And if you're a gardener, there's all of next year's seeds right in the bottom of that dish. These were grown locally, and I bought them at a roadside stand. We did not plant any hot peppers this year. All right, now we're going to stuff these. If you would like, you are welcome to add shredded cheese in with these. I would recommend that you grate the cheese yourself, as the store-bought shredded cheese has potato starch in it and drives up the melting point of the cheese. But I've got 3 blocks of cream cheese, and I'm just going to cut the block and put it in the pepper. Just like that. And that might be a little bit much, but you get the gist. All right, and for the Anaheims, all right, here's what we're going to do. I cut a piece of bacon in half, and I put it over the top. Then I take a full piece of bacon, try to keep the ends on the bottom so we can have gravity work as the seal, because I don't toothpick and I don't pin. And there's a pepper popper. On the smaller ones, you can go ahead and just use the half piece to wrap. But we want to do what we can to keep the contents of the pepper inside the pepper. So there's another. All right, for the armadillo eggs, I've got a 7 or 8 ounce patty of bison here. Normally this is done with sausage, but I had the bison, so that's what I'm going to use. We're going to flatten it out as best we can and have one of my little assistants come over here and season the patty with a pinch of salt. One more. Very nice. Some white pepper. Good. It's garlic powder. Perfect. Take the pepper, wrap it up, form as best we can. Bison is difficult to work with because it doesn't have a lot of fat. This is why people use sausage for this application, because it sticks better because of all the fat. Piece of bacon. And that is our armadillo egg. So as far as the fire went, I lit a full basket of coals. This stayed around 400 to 450 the entire time. So kind of the way I cook my ribs, I don't know if that's really how hot it was. I don't think it is, but it consistently stayed that way. So this is 45 minutes later. I'm going to let these go a little longer. What I'm going to do is end up pulling everything but the armadillo eggs. I'm going to put some barbecue sauce on the armadillo eggs. So that while they're warm, they're not going to tighten up, but if they cool down a little bit, I think they'll tighten up a little bit. All right, these are the poppers. After an hour and 20 minutes, I pulled them off and drizzled them with honey, so we're going to let these cool down. Here are the armadillo eggs. At an hour and a half. I glazed them twice with Sweet Baby Ray's. I'm going to pull them off and let them cool. These three are the hot Hungarian. These three are the Anaheim. I drizzled them with honey. You can also mix honey with your cream cheese and pipe it if you'd like. Or you can sprinkle brown sugar and let that brown sugar caramelize a little bit. However, my favorite is just a drizzle of honey. They were phenomenal. My wife and the girls all loved them. And as far as the armadillo eggs go, I actually liked the armadillo eggs more than I liked the poppers. Like I said earlier, typically I do the armadillo eggs with sausage rather than bison, just because the fat content of the sausage makes the sausage more pliable and easier to bend in shape and form. However, the bison was phenomenal, and I will do that again in the future. So with that being said, thanks for tuning in and watching. I appreciate your time. It is the most valuable resource that we all have, and once spent, we do not get it back. So I'm thankful for the time you take to watch these videos. Try this stuff out at home. I want all of these cooking recipes to be simple. They are delicious, and I want them to be something that everybody can incorporate into their weeknight or their weekend. If you know someone that you think would enjoy this, please share it with them, and we'll see you next time.